Morn, good evening, people on Dayride. I'm cold. It was much warmer in Japan. But I'm also happy to be in Poland. I'm really, really hyped about this. I know it doesn't look like it by my face in the last thumbnail. We were saying that, especially the clip where all the boys were upset. But we're happy to be back in Poland. It's always good to be back, to get back to proper work and not just drifting and seeing Japan. Yeah. Yesterday, though, was much nicer around here. I was so excited yesterday because as we were coming back from Budapest, because we always fly from Budapest to Japan because it's the cheapest way to fly there, we had about 8-hour drive back, and the snow everywhere in Slovakia, Budapest, Czech Republic was incredible. It was so beautiful, so much snow. And I saw pictures from someone who was at the store yesterday that everything here was covered in snow. All of this was in snow. And I was like, yes, this is gonna be good. This is gonna be fun. We're gonna do maybe some cheeky snow stuff. Maybe Adam will take E39 out. And today I woke up, came here, literally just pulled up, and yeah. Most of the snow is gone. But it is what it is. So, the plan for today's video. Also, yeah, welcome to Daily Dose of Dayride. I haven't said that in a while. We're almost done. We have, after this video, there's 3 more. Wait, today's 20. This is 27th day, I believe. 28, 29. Yeah, 3 days left. The month went by very, very fast. It's crazy how time flies when you are busy with doing stuff. For me, the month just went like this. Really, really quick. The plan for today is, there's not much plan at all because I want to spend time with my family at home for today. I don't want to be in garage all day or anything, and no one is in garage as well. Sam is doing some work at home on a computer just to spend some time with his wife as well. I think the store will be open though in like 2 hours, I think. I don't know, what time is it now? In 1 hour, I think. The store will be open for 4 hours. So yeah, my plan for today is that I really want to spend some time with my family because I haven't seen them in 3 weeks. So the video will be pretty simple. I'm just going to give you an update of everything that's happening, talk some random stuff, maybe reflect on the Japan trip a bit. Adam should be in the garage in about 20 minutes or so. So I came here to the store right now. I need to open it up and take my gear, which I have with me, to leave it here because I need to edit this video already as soon as I'm done filming it. Yeah, I have just a bag with loads of gear here. This was Sam's bag, but this is also all the gear we have and my other camera. So yeah, Opa. I didn't close the door. Also, I still need to change for winter tires because I didn't expect the snow to fall at this time, because for the past 2-3 years at least, there's no snow almost at all. And like, it doesn't fall before December at all. I left my keys as well in the car. So yeah, I didn't expect it, so I need to do deal with that today. I need to order some new winter tires because I bought this car with some wheels, extra wheels for winter. They had winter tires on them, but they are about 10 or 12 years old. So I'm not gonna use them because I use this car way too often, way too many kilometers with it to not take care of, not, how can I say it, not to be careful with that, because I think good winter tires are very important when you're driving car thousands and thousands of kilometers every single month. Ejo, siema. Co tam?
A Magdy.
A Magda tu? Siema.
Welcome back to the winter wonderland. I ordered the
Magda, maybe you have a problem, because when the guy turned up to me, I was like, hello? And he's like, I'm coming to Magda. So he knows you very well. So.
First time in the...
Oh, Dral! My days. Best burger of the year, always. Okay. Are you happy that we are here? No.
Fine.
I think she's more annoyed.
Sunday. No, Saturday here.
It is what it is. Okay, dropped everything off, spoke to Magda for like 10 minutes or so, and now off to garage. Hopefully Adam will be there already. If not, we still have a lot of random things to talk about. I missed my car, really. Driving rentals and not caring about them is fun, but driving your own car, just nice. I miss the comfort of this. I have absolutely nothing against winter. I like winter. It has a lot of fun things to do in it. But I hate winter that's around 0 degrees to plus 3 degrees, where everything kind of gets super icy at night time, because then at daytime it's just warm enough for everything to melt. And then we end up in situations like this where it's just, look how annoying this is. All wet, disgusting, and at night time this will freeze because it will be -5, and then in the morning it will be just wet again, and there's just no proper snow. That's all. But yeah, now I'm in the garage. Adam is just doing some stuff in his side. He's painting little plastic car parts that basically in Japan, I don't know, we didn't even show you what cars we got actually. Adam got these car models, plastic ones that he built with his son. His son already built 350Z. He didn't even care that Adam came. I think he just wanted to build a car. So they built that for the evening yesterday, and now Adam is painting some little plastic parts from that set. Right? Did your son even know that you came back? No. He did not care. But yeah, I'm back in the garage. Today we're not gonna do anything here. Adam is just doing a few little things on his side. But I do have to say, I had an idea for this winter whilst we were in Japan. And the idea involves one of these cars in the frame right now. You will never guess which one. Of course, E30. So, as you all know, of course, most of you know, I want to send this car to Japan next year at some point, but need to still work on that. But it's winter right now, and if the snow continues, especially in the mountains, I've been thinking, why don't I maybe take it out for a few winter runs? Like, I know that the idea was that I finish driving it this summer and leave it be like this, and then just, you know, send it to Japan, maybe do engine swap and, you know, make it check nice refreshed. But kind of thinking to use it for winter, because some will have the JZX that the boys will be building in the garage, and like, this car just needs right now a new steering rack, and that's it, because my one is gone. And the car will be working, should be working good then. Then I just need some winter tires, which I might still have somewhere in between those, and then maybe I can take it for some street stuff, especially since Sam will have the JZX. Maybe we could drive together for once. We never really do, because we always have one car and just, you know, one of us films, one of us drives. Mainly Sam drives. I film in winter because I'm not really super confident in winter drifting, but there's always a good time to learn, especially since this Japan trip, where I feel like I really improved a lot. I feel like trying on new things as much as I can and going for it. And anyway, this car is the perfect car to send it at every corner. There's not gonna be any better car for this kind of winter job. And it was always fun car in winter. Perfectly enough power for everything. It's snow drifting, so you don't need any power, but like, it's a good car. Okay, and in the garage, I don't think much happened. Oh, actually there's no Civics here. I thought, wait, is it bright enough? Yes, it is. I thought that Civics will be back today. I was really hoping so I could show you in this video, but it looks like they are not. I just realized now. But yeah, the deal with Civics is that 2 of the Civics went for sort of, I think it was like classes, school classes essentially, of Kovacs for their detailing stuff and all this kind of things. And they thought that our Civics are the perfect cars for this kind of lessons, especially my one, because my one was, as you remember, I painted it very badly, but it was my first car that I ever painted, so I don't care at all. But I had a lot of those, how do you call it? How do you call it in English? Today I don't English at all. When I was painting, I had a lot of these like teardrops, you know what I mean? A lot of paint was sagging down, so they said that this is a perfect car for them to practice on, you know, and they took those two cars for essentially like a week or so for a few day school course, and they were practicing on those cars, and they were supposed to be back today or yesterday, I'm not sure. Maybe they're coming back today. Maybe I made a mistake in my calculations. But yeah, I was hoping that they would be here so I could show you how they look like. Is this Adam's Civic? Yeah, 05. So that's Adam's Civic still here. And also, I will give you a quick update on the Lada situation. Lada is registered. Everything is okay. Finally, so I just need to actually put the number plates on and do serious, proper last push with Adam and Andrew. We were talking about this whilst we were in Japan, and the plan is to actually find a time, hopefully in next month or so, to just spend 1 full week on this car. No other cars, no nothing, and just work on this car. It probably will not be a week, more like 3 full days. 3 proper days of work, and this car should be ready to go on the streets. Well, as you saw outside, the weather is not the greatest for this car, but I still would love to take it out for a drive, because not every day there's going to be snow. It's going to melt away, and it's just going to be shit and wet outside, so it's good enough to drive anyway. And fun fact, 2 winters ago, when this car was still driving, it was driving so well. I was driving the whole winter on summer tires, and absolutely no problem. I don't know how that works, but the car was so lovely. I had absolutely no problem the whole winter. Snow was like flipping this deep on the road, into garage, absolutely no problem at all. So I wonder how it would drive right now. Probably worse, because I have more stretched tires, but it is what it is. But yeah, the plan is to finalize the car. Like, the car works, engine works. You saw how it was running on the Daily Dose video before we went to Japan. But as you can see, the car still is missing a lot of things. I still cannot find the correct windows for this car. Maybe I'll just buy the whole doors or something and then take the windows out, because the windows are not from this car, of course. The boot doesn't lock, but I already have the new one. At the moment, it's just the magnets. But I have the new one in the shop. It came before I went to Japan. I just didn't have time to put it on. That has to be on. I have to do the full proper bolt check in the whole car. We know that there's some loose bits and ends, so I need to fix that. Of course, need to deal with all of this situation with the tape. I hope it's gonna come off somewhat okay. Put the whole front together, and probably do the heating system as well. I have the heating sort of box that Sam wanted to use in his Skyline when we were building that 2 years ago, but he didn't use it. So I think I will use that in this car. So I need to install that as well, so I can drive and it can be somewhat warm inside. And yeah, Andrew needs to do all the electrics. I mean, not all. He already made sort of, he already ran all the cables through. He just need to make the actual connections, need to connect all the lights, because at the moment the lights are in, but you know, wait. Nothing, wait, whoa. Nothing is connected, as you can see. Need to also finish working on a boot inside, because at the moment it's very ugly and not very pleasant. Jademy?
Jademy pojeździć?
Tak, of course.
Polto.
Okay, so I went into my car. I chilled with Anna for a moment. I went into my car because it's so cold outside, and when I'm just talking to the camera and filming, it's very, very cold, especially for the wrists, the fingers. So I just went into my car, and I realized, like, I was thinking what to film for the past 5-10 minutes or so in the car while I was getting warm. And today there's nothing really to film. Everyone wants to have a day off, mainly Adam just doing a few little things to go home as soon as he can. So I don't want to disturb Adam in doing his things. So I thought we will do a quick post-Japan Q&A, specifically with new questions from all of you people. So I posted a story on my Instagram, and within like 7 minutes there's like 100 something questions. So I'm gonna go through some of them, and this will probably be the ending for the video, because yeah, there's just nothing to film today. It's 11:30 right now. I would love to finish filming this video by 12, finish editing it by 1 p.m. or so, because my wife said I have to be at home 1 p.m. for dinner. So, you know, when wife says that you have to be at home for not dinner, lunch, when your wife tells you that you have to be at home for that, you have to be at home. So I'm gonna finish filming this, quickly go edit this, and home, spend time with the family. As I'm reading these questions, a lot of them have been about the financial side of doing such a trip like us to Japan, including costs of matsuri, costs of dealing with kokot and stuff like that. And at first when I read a few of those, I was like, oh, I could do a quick Japan trip summarize for money probably today or something right now. But then if I would wanna do the full calculation of how much it is for kokot, you know, doing all the fix-ups, oil changes, everything, matsuri pass, it's much more tricky than you think to calculate that. But maybe for one of these, maybe in 2 days, maybe not tomorrow, but the day after tomorrow, I could prepare some sort of quick spreadsheet, and I could show you guys how much, at least roughly, Japan trip for us costs. I think that would be pretty interesting. How easy is it to get around without being fluent in Japanese? It's very easy. You just don't speak much. Like, if you know 5 words, it's enough. Of course, you're not gonna have fun with locals as much as you would love to, but like, I know like very basic few sentences. I know very basic things like how to go somewhere, but like, it's one thing to learn a few Japanese sentences and words, but it's other thing to understand what people say back to you, because a lot of people will not speak very slowly or anything. So whatever I try to memorize, like if let's say I ask where is the station or something, but I usually don't need to use those, because these days you have everything on your phone, so you don't need those questions. But I'm just giving an example. Even if I will know the question, I will not know what people answer, because every person will use slightly different way of speech. Some people, you know, when you speak your own language, you use a lot of shortcuts in the language, and that's how Japanese people also speak. So it's a bit tricky. But if you don't speak Japanese, there's no problem at all. Even like where we are at the Bisu, like Koriyama, Nihonmatsu, those areas, those cities, especially there's not a single person who speaks English. So like, if we're managing, you can manage as well, no problem. How many beers did you drink in total? Hard to say, because I didn't count how many I drank. For the first week I was drinking a lot with the boys, but then I kind of slowed down because I really wanted to focus on filming, and I didn't drink as much. But from the beers that you bought for us, of course, it's 432, plus I would say at least 1 beer each a day when we are going somewhere for dinner or something like that. So that adds about 15 or so. I don't know. No idea. It's too much to calculate. What would you recommend for the trip if I'm going for the first time there? My most important recommendation for everyone who wants to go to Japan, as I said in one of the previous videos on Daily Dose, that Japan is relatively cheap, and like, if you really plan it well, you can go there for very low amount of money when you think that you're going across the whole world, essentially. My recommendation is not to rush and not to think about seeing everything. All the people that, especially when I like once in a while, before I go to Japan, I just check what people are doing right now in Japan. So I type on TikTok and other search platforms like what to do in Japan this month, that I'm going to. And there's also always people, they have such busy schedules, it's harder than doing work, for real. Like, they're like, wake up at 5 a.m, go to this Mount Fuji viewing spot, then take a Shinkansen to this place, and then do this, go to this shrine, go for a hike to this mountain. And like, I want people, when I suggest people what to do, is that don't rush with anything. If you're there for 2 weeks and you just see Tokyo, it's fine, because you will go there again. you don't need. Most people think that, you know, they're gonna go there once and that's it. But like, there's so many things to do that if you rush too much, you're not gonna see anything properly, and you're not gonna enjoy it fully. So my biggest advice: don't rush at all. Plan your 2-week trip for 2 cities, for example, and that's it. And then do something else on the next trip, because you will go again. Most people that, if you're really Japan lover, you know, like if you watch anime, you're into cars, you're into Japanese culture, you will like it, and you will want to go back there again. So always think that, like, always put that in the back of your mind that you will go there again, so you don't need to rush to see everything at once. Oh no, Mike Lake asked a question. I suppose I'll answer. Do you get post-Japan depression? Personally, I don't. I used to on like first 2 trips or so, but I don't anymore. Because first, especially on the first trip, because I was like most people that are thinking like, you know, I'm gonna go there and that's it, you know, like I wasn't thinking that I'll go there again. So like, or like if I would go there, it would be like, you know, 5 years or something. But like, since I go there twice a year now, I don't really have depression with the place anymore. Like when I leave, like I'm super hyped right now. As I was coming back, honestly, for the last 2 days in Tokyo or so, I was really enjoying them with Adam, but also Adam as well, same thing. He wanted to be back home. I also wanted to be back home. I wanted to see my wife, and I wanted to work as well. I wanted to continue working on things here. There's so many things that we can do here that we cannot do in Japan. Japan is super fun, but like, I love being here the most. This is where my comfortable place is. This is like where my home is, Poland. So like, I don't really get post-Japan depression. That's all. Because I love my life so much. I'm trying to do everything I love every single day. That coming back to this life which I love is an exciting thing. Going to trips is also exciting. This is part of what I do. This is what I love. But being back here, even though the weather is looking like this, which is not the best, this is where my happy place is. So I don't have post-Japan depression or any post-trip depression, because I think logically about everything in a way. I try to as much as I can. And even when I'm going for like basic, let's say, holiday with my wife to somewhere, let's say when we went to our honeymoon to Zanzibar. It was super nice. It was also January, like weather like this, really shit snow, kind of cold, but not just bad weather. Went there, plus 30 every day, plus 40, you know, amazing beaches, amazing time. And I wasn't depressed when we came back. I was excited to be back home to continue working. Like, this is my happy place. So like, I don't really get post-depression after any trip at all, because I just think like, okay, I've been to, let's say, hot place right now. I know that probably I'll go maybe next year somewhere else for a few more days for a little getaway with my wife or with friends, and it will be fun. And I think about that. And in the meantime, I'm gonna do this. So yeah, maybe you guys can implement that into your life as well. How well is Kokot serving you in general as a drift beater? We couldn't ask for a better car in Japan, for real. Like, that car is just incredible. This year, like this spring, this autumn, now that we were there was pretty much not a single issue with it. The power steering hose exploded, but we replaced that in 20 minutes. Adam did. That's about it. If you take care of the car there and like don't go too crazy with it, like we are going, and you saw like how we're pushing it, but like we're not trying to smash into anyone. We're not like crashing it all the time. Not all the time, but like the car is serving us so well. We couldn't be happier with it. And now that I say it, probably gonna break next time, but it is what it is. As long as it's not a gearbox or something super expensive, it's all fine. Did you learn to drift better in Japan? Yes. Japan is where I learn the most, because that's where I sit behind the wheel the most. In Poland, the whole year of Polish driving, I do in Japan in 2 days. If you just count the seat time, how long I'm driving for. So like, yes, Japan is the best for me. The best. Did you crash? On this trip, actually, I didn't really crash. I did scrape the the side of the car on Higashi, not at the wall, but at one of the corners. It's exactly the same corner where Adam went off and he hit the whole car and it went into triangle. Same corner, but instead of hitting it super hard, I just scraped it with the back of the car, but I managed to save it, so no problem. I think that should be even on my Instagram somewhere. Yeah, the last reel probably was from that moment. How many ramens were consumed during Japan trip? Honestly, I stopped counting after 30 or so, or 50. Yeah, especially for Adam. For Adam, it's probably double than what I had, which is crazy. Adam is always going crazy with ramens in Japan. Would you ever consider building a Kokot-like car in Poland? Something that's more functional than usual. I suppose you meant like functional instead of looking crazy good. Not exactly, there's no need for anything like that. Now Sam's GZX will be pretty much like Kokot. Will be about the same power. No, a bit more powerful, I suppose. Yeah, it will be much more powerful. But like, that will be similar, but it's a street car as well, so it's different. There's no need for a car. That's the thing. Everything has their own purpose and their own place. Poland is for one kind of driving. The Skyline, Miata, JZX, E30. Japan is for Kokot. And the way it's built is perfect for Japan. And that's where it stays, and that's what we enjoy the most, because we get to drive different stuff here and different stuff there. So I don't feel the exact need to have something like Kokot here that much. Probably the most closest one will be my Corvette, especially for the first season or so, for the first year, because I don't want to do much to it at all. I just want to keep it as stock as possible. So it will look probably almost as high as Kokot, but I just want to drive it and enjoy it. So maybe that will be the closest, but that's about it. Did you get some Pokemon cards from Japan? I'm not really that into Pokemon cards. I like them. I like the idea of having some, but I have priorities of putting my money away for different things than Pokemon cards. Like, I have many more things that I would rather spend money on than Pokemon cards, even though I understand why people collect them. There's one Pokemon card that I would really love to own, but it skyrocketed in price on the last trip in spring. Because, fun story, I didn't tell you actually here, because there was no need, but now, since I'm doing this Q&A, I can tell you. On the last trip, there's this specific Psyduck Pokemon card that I love. I'll show you on the screen now. And I was always thinking, like, if I ever have any Pokemon cards as a collection, as a display, this is the one that I want, and that's it. No other. And then I went to Japan, and I just, walked into one of those Pokemon stores and just looked at the cards that they had. And they had this card in PSA 10. And I was like, good reasonable price. It was like 300 something euro. Or like 200, around that price range. And I was like, I don't want to spend that much money for a card. I can spend 300 euro on something else. So then I was like, I left the place, and I was like walking, and then I just checked how much that card is right now. And that card, few days before that trip, before I was there, went up in value by about, I don't know, I think 100% or so. So it was like almost $3,000 or some crazy price. I don't remember exactly what price, but it went like literally, the graph was like this, and then all the way there. It was mental, and I was like, my days, okay, I don't care, I will go buy it anyway, in case, if I can sell it, here in Europe, make some money, make the whole money for the trip, essentially, back. So cool. Went back to the place, wanted to buy it, and the guy said, oh, sorry, sumimasen, we made a mistake, the price wasn't updated, and this is the real price now. So I didn't get it for the price. And then, since then, I kind of gave up on the need to own Pokemon cards. But yeah, if I could one day, if money is not a problem at all, maybe I would buy one of those as a display. This will be the end for the video. I was blabbing for way too long, I suppose, but that's how I always talk. So it is what it is. I suppose I will see you tomorrow. I have no idea what we're gonna do tomorrow, but we shall see. Maybe some more fun stuff at the garage. No plan yet, but I will try to plan it tonight whilst I'm at home. But yeah, I hope you have a wonderful day, everyone, and I'll see you tomorrow.